All right, time to code some movement. And so we're going to code movement by actually making our sprites move on the page, as well as switching costumes for movement. We're going to look at it two different ways. So what's important is I'm going to create code for each sprite. So when I'm here and I have my sprite selected, I'm looking for these motion blocks, these blue blocks that are on the side. One of the things I'll notice is maybe I want my puppy, I'm going to drag my puppy to this corner. Maybe I want my puppy to go move towards Santa. If I just bring out this move 10 steps button, one of the things I can see is if I just keep clicking it, that's how much it's moving my puppy. So you can see 10 steps isn't very much. It means 10 pixels. So I can use that one. I can have my sprites turn back and forth. One that I really love is I actually like using the go to X, Y or the glide to X and Y. Everywhere on this stage has X and Y coordinates, known as a Cartesian plane. And as I drag around my sprite, you're going to notice that those X and Y values change. So if I start here, but I want it to glide to here, I'm going to say this is where I'm going to want it to go. Now I can say glide to that XY position. So that's really, really nice. Now, the other thing I like to do is code a reset. What if I want my puppy to be able to go back to the start? I can do that too. I can say after it does that, I want my puppy to go back over here. So it's running around on my page. That's really easy for me to be able to do. Now I have to give it something to be able to do. So I have to decide, okay, when do I want it to go to? Maybe I'm going to get it to go to when I click start. It's going to start here. I'm going to use my go to position and then it's going to glide. So I can click this all to try it. That's what this will look like. So it's very fun. Now, how do I make this actually work when I want it to happen? Well, I have to give it some events. What's going to start this off? And I like to use when the flag is clicked, I want my puppy to go to the starting position and then glide. So let's try it. There we go. Now that was fast. Maybe I want it to wait. Maybe I'm going to put a wait in between those blocks. So let's try this again. It's going to wait a second. Yeah. So now we're starting to create our story. Another thing that I can do is now I want it to wag its tail. This is where I can actually change how it looks. And one of the things I'm going to see is switch costume, right? Or next costume. I've made 3 costumes for my puppy to create a wagging tail. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go to the next costume after it glides. But you know what? I want it to keep doing that forever. So in my control, I now want to put a little forever button. I want it to keep switching between my costumes so that it actually looks like it's wagging. Now it's going to happen so fast, I might not see it. So I'm going to pull out a wait button. I'm going to say costume, and I don't want to wait a whole second this time. Maybe I just want to wait like 0.1 seconds and switch the costume. So let's see if this works. Glide, wagging tail. Look at it, now it's just going to stand there and wag its little Christmas tail. How exciting is this? We are coding. Now I can do the exact same thing for my Santa. Maybe I just want him to stand here the whole time, but I want to still create that motion. So let's see if we remember what to do. Let's start with an event when the flag is clicked. When the flag is clicked, I want it to be able to come over here. And now instead of using my motion blocks, I'm actually going to just use my look blocks. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the next costume. And forever, I want to be able to have that next costume switch. And I'm going to go ahead and put in that wait so I can see it happen. I want it to wait, we'll say 0.1. And so I'm going to hit stop. Let's hit the flag again. Santa's waving his hand, the puppy's wagging his tail, and we have some motion and animation inside our cards. So go ahead and pause the video here so you can add your own motion and animation. Do you want to spin, bounce, move, twist, anything you want?